Hi everyone, Melissa here with what will probably be my final Valentine's Day mani. I feel like I've done a lot this year. I don't usually do this many, but I've just had a lot of inspiration. So this one I'm really excited about. I have never done a full chrome set before, or if I have, I kept it to myself, never shared it because I hated it. Because they are very difficult to get just right, to get really clean and perfect. So this will be fun. It's going to take some work to make it look really nice, but I'm going to do my best and hope it comes out great. I'm also going to be doing a chromed rose design. So I'm excited to get into this and see how it comes out. So today I am going to be using Revel Nails Supreme. This is a red, like glitter color, but it actually chromes a really beautiful red. So we're gonna be doing this on all the nails and on the rose. Underneath, really any red color will do for you. I'm going to be using 10X Tina's Eat Your Heart Out, simply because this is the least staining red that I believe I own, and the less I have to clean up with this set, the better it'll be, because gel already is enough to deal with, to have to deal with staining as well. So I'm gonna start by dipping all of these nails. I'm just gonna do 2 dips of this color, nice clean dips. So I'm gonna start by doing a layer of base on every single nail, just because I do have peel base on here, and peel base can cause the dip base to dry quicker. So I'm going to be putting 1 layer down, letting that dry, and then my second layer won't dry as fast and will give us nice even layers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I am not dipping red on this one. I'm going to be dipping 2 dips of clear dip on the ring nail, because that's what is gonna go underneath my rose design. So I'm gonna get these dipped out and then be right back to file. Okay, now we've got that all dipped out. A couple things. I only did 2 coats because I want this to be as clean and smooth as possible, because anybody who's done chrome knows that chrome shows every single itty bitty lump and bump that there is on the nail. So by minimizing the amount of dips I've had to do, I minimize the chances of lumpiness. I'm only able to do this with the 2 dips because I have builder gel underneath. Usually 2 dips is not going to be strong enough, especially for this length of nail. But because I have the builder gel under there, I can get away with it. And it doesn't matter how thin the color looks, because we're going to be putting a nice opaque chrome over the top. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to activate, and I'm going to buff these till they are absolutely smooth. I want them to just look super clean. So I'm not going to do a lot of heavy filing with a file, because that can lead to flatter spots on the nail that can give you that bumpiness, the uneven texture on the nail. I'm just going to be using, other than the free edge, I'm just going to be using a buffing block to just get the surface really good and smooth. Okay, once you have those smoothed out to a place that you're happy, I'm actually going to take a higher grit file and just gently kind of scratch up the surface a little. This is because the gel kind of wants a rougher surface to adhere to really grab on. You don't want to do it too much. I'm just gently tapping it on and just scratching it up a little. Okay, and then for the same reason, we are also going to start with a gel base coat, and this will help keep the top coat from peeling off. So I'm just going to apply a thin, very careful and clean layer to each nail, and then cure for 60 seconds. Do make sure that you have brushed all of the dust off the nails before you do this part. Okay, now we are going to do a layer of the no wipe gel top coat. Again, you want this to be a nice clean layer that doesn't overlap into the cuticles. I'm actually going to do the thumb first and cure it, just because I don't want the gel top coat kind of running and moving all over the place while my hand is flipped over to paint the rest. Clean up any gel that went over the side. Make sure that when you look at it, you can see that it has leveled itself out. And then I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. Then we'll go ahead and get the chrome on it. So I'm going to, for this, I like to just put my nail right down into it. When it's mixed in with glitter or a powder base, you're gonna have to usually rub past the glitter or the powder to get the pigment to chrome in. This actually works pretty easily. It didn't give me too much trouble, which is nice. I'm going to brush away some of that glitter that's kind of getting into everything, which I don't really love. Getting into all the cracks of the nail. And if we aren't careful, it can end up getting sealed in under the top coat. Just using this little toothbrush that I have for heavy brushing to get the glitter out of the cuticle area and off the sides. All right, turned out really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the other 3 fingers that I'm doing this straight chrome on. Okay, so now I'm gonna top all of these nails I just chromed with a no wipe top coat again and cure that for 60 seconds. And then we're gonna go wash these hands off because this dip, the glitter is getting everywhere and I need to get it off so that I can work on this nail and not get a whole bunch of glitter contamination in my design. Okay, and we're back from cleaning up. That glitter made a big mess everywhere, but we managed to get it cleaned out and it looks really good. So now we're going to get into the rose design on the nail. I did wipe off the tacky layer of the base coat that I had on this nail, and that's the nail that we're going to be doing the design on. For the design itself, I've made a little mixture here. It's a little bit of builder gel, double dip builder gel with her no wipe top coat and some of the red dip, just so I can see where I'm painting the product on. It is because these products are self-leveling, this mixture that we draw on will start to level out and kind of, if we don't work with it quickly enough, start to mix together. So I'm going to be doing a couple different roses and I'm going to do them one at a time. I'm going to start with one down here first and then cure that and get the chrome on it so that I can start working on the one at the top and the designs don't start to like blend into a big old blob of rose before I manage to get the chrome on it. I'm going to be using my Beetles gel polish nail art brush for this design. So I'm just going to grab a little, make sure there's not a whole bunch on here. Not using too much product for the drawing will also help in not causing it to try and level itself out and become a big blurred out mess, the design. But I'm hoping that with the builder gel and the top coat mixed together, that's a little bit thicker and will kind of stay in place a little better. So I'm going to start down here, just a little kind of a swirl-ish. It's like I know in my head how I draw them when I'm drawing a rose. Translating it into gel might be a little bit trickier, but I'm gonna work it out. I'm just gonna do little petals coming outward. Just doing like a little bit of a line here, and then I'm gonna come back in with the brush and pull it outwards to a point on either side to give it the petally look. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cure that where it is for 30 seconds and then get that chrome on there and see how it looks. Okay, I'm just gonna mess with that a little bit more, try and get the rest of that glitter off. Okay, I did discover a little trick. There's some of the chrome just in the lid without the glitter, so I'm just gonna stick my finger in there and using that, because otherwise the glitter keeps getting stuck on it and it's driving me crazy. Okay, so I think I got most of the glitter off of that, so I'm just going to clean up the area where we haven't drawn a rose yet with some paper towel and alcohol. And then I'm gonna go in and do the second rose at the top towards the cuticle. Time for little rose number 2 up here. Okay, now that one is done and I went ahead and cured that for 30 seconds, so I'm going to grab some more of this chrome here if I can fit my finger in it and get this side chromed. And now what I'm going to do is shake this up so I get more on the lid. Lovely. Oh, that's much better than the mess that was happening before. Okay. It's not the best design for a chrome powder, in my opinion, but still really pretty. Okay, so now that is done, there are some spots where there is chrome on the bottom layers on the base coat that's underneath. So you can take a dotting tool and try and clean out those areas, or what I think I'm going to do is do oh, that's not working too bad. It's not too bad. But I think I'm going to do a layer of gel top. I'm just going to use my brush to paint gel top just on the petal area, and then that way I can clean off the rest of it with some alcohol and get that chrome that's in all these nooks and crannies and crevices. Okay, so that gel top over the design part only took a couple minutes. It was not that difficult at all. Just kind of going over the top of the design that we'd already drawn out, so not too bad. Now I'm just curing it for a full minute to make sure it's nice and solid. Cured. Okay, and then once that's cured, just you can kind of rotate to see if you have a nice shine on all of the areas, to make sure that when we go over this, because I'm about to go over it with some alcohol to wipe off chrome that's in any areas that we don't want it. So I'm just gonna get a paper towel, put some alcohol on it, and wipe that down. And this is when we pray that none of our design comes off. Oh, lovely. Okay, yeah, that worked great. Okay, and I actually think I'm gonna leave it with this three-dimensional finish. I like that. You could always top with another layer of the No Wipe Gel Top Coat if you'd like, to make sure that it stays down, but I think it's gonna be okay because we do have the base coat underneath. I think it should be fine. But anyway, here we are with my super glittery hand, but with my final outright Valentine's Day mani with these lovely chrome roses. I really like how it turned out in the end, and I love the chrome finish on this. While Revel Supreme is a pain, it really turned out beautiful. So anyway, thank you as always for joining me and for watching my videos. If you would like to ask any questions or have any comments or requests or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments, or you can always message me on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.